Hello, welcome to 15 Minute Makes. My name's Claire and today we're going to be making some New Year lantern banners that you can put up in your home for your New Year's Eve party. What you will need for today's session is scissors, coloured paper. I've got a variety of colours, a stapler. If you don't have a stapler, you could use tape or you could use glue, like Pritt Stick. And finally, you will need some string. I've got wool. Okie dokie, so we'll start by choosing a piece of paper. I'll pick this red one, and you want to cut it lengthways into thin strips, something like this, only about 1/2 inch wide. You don't want them to be thick at all, just thin dainty strips. Like that. So out of an A4 piece of paper, you probably want to get at least 10 strips out of it. Amazing. Nice and thin. Lovely. Okie dokie. So I've got blue, red, orange and yellow. Really nice. Next up, you're going to take your stapler. If you don't have a stapler, like I said, you could use glue, Pritt Stick, or you could use sellotape. Now then, you're going to take about 4 strips of your paper. Now you could do these multicoloured, or you could do them all the same colour. For my first lantern, I'm going to do an orange. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 strips of orange. Now I'm going to put these into a star shape on my table. So like that, and like that. You want to make sure they're all the same length. So that one's a bit shorter. So I'm going to take that out and swap it for that. So you'll have something like this. Next up, you want to hold it in the middle, pinch it so that you've still got your star shape. You're going to take your stapler or your glue or your sellotape and you're going to stick these together. So a stapler is really easy because you literally just go in, staple it, and they're all together now. Brilliant. Once you've got this, you're now going to take it and help them all join at the top. So that's going to come up, loop, hold that. That's going to loop up and you're going to hold that. This is going to loop and they're all going to loop together until they meet at the top, like this. You're just going to pinch the ends of them, just the tippy toppy ends, until it all comes together, like so. And the reason we just pinch the very end is because that is what makes them round. Helps them curve around each other like this. So you've built your first mini lantern. Now this bit's a bit fiddly. You're going to take your stapler, you're going to go in and you're just going to staple all those bits together. It might take a few attempts, bit of a wrestle, and you might have to just do a few at a time. So my first staple done, and then the ones that have escaped, I'm going to bring them back up and staple, sellotape or glue them in place over the top. And there, you might want to plump it up a bit like that. There, is our first little lantern. How cute is that? Really simple and lovely to make. Now we want to make quite a few of these, and then we're going to string them all together so that we can hang them up. Look lovely. Right, so there's one. Now I want to do a red one. So same again. Red, 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 red. You can also do this with 3 pieces, so I'll show you with 3. So same again, star kind of shape, like a kiss with a line down the middle. You're going to pinch where they all meet, staple in the middle, like so. Then you're going to meet them all at the top. Like this. So there's one with 4 pieces of paper. Here's one with 3. Depends which one you like. You might want to do a mixture. The orange one looks a lot more fuller than the red, but then the red looks really nice as well. Lovely. So we've got 2. Now I'm going to do this baby blue one. Lovely. Find some thinner pieces because I've done a few of these a bit too thick. Lovely. And I'm going to do 4 pieces for this. One, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to create our star shape again. Big kiss with a line and a line. Pinch in the middle. Kaboom it. Bring them up one at a time. Overlapping. If you struggle to staple these where they are, you might just want to do half of it like that and staple there where you can hold it easily. So they're in place, and then build up the other half so that it's not as fiddly for you. Loop them round and staple again. Beautiful. If you don't have coloured paper, don't worry. You could just use white paper for this. I think it'll look just as effective. Now for my yellow one, I'm just going to use 3 strips, star shape, pinch and staple, and same again. Curve them round. If you want to adjust them, you can make them neater before you staple them. I'll just add that one up there. A little escapee. Gorgeous. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm just going to make a few more. Here's one that I made earlier, and I'm just going to add, I'm going to add another red one. I think the red one's my favourite. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces for this one. Star shape. Kaboom it. And then we're just going to bring them all in. Then I'm going to staple these 2 so it doesn't get too fiddly separately. Gorgeous! These are looking so nice. And I think I'm just going to do a blue one. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a blue and an orange one because it's so fun to do. So you'll probably have the hang of this by now. You could make hundreds of these. You could fill your home with them. Fill your home with garlands and garlands of them. Look lovely. So we're going to curve them round, pinch and staple. And my final one, I wanted an orange one. You know what? No, I'm not going to do an orange one. I'm going to do a mixed coloured one for my last one. So I'm going to do 2 orange and 2 red. So it's going to be like a multicoloured one. Same again. Star shape. Like so. Pinch. And staple. And then bring them all up together. To meet each other. And when you're ready, staple that as well at the very top. So there's a really cute little multicoloured lantern. Right, now we've got our pile of lanterns. You won't need your stapler, and you won't really need any more of these unless you want to make some more. So I'll move those to one side. You will, however, need your scissors and your string. Now, I've got quite a long piece of string, well, wool, and I want to put my lanterns on this string so that they can hang really nicely like this. So I'm going to start by taking my first lantern. I'm literally just going to take my string and thread it through like this. Now I might want to pull it right the way through. Let me get rid of this knot. There we go. I might want to pull it right the way through to wherever I want it to hang. And then I might want to do a little knot over the top of it. Or you could do a little knot to hold it in place. Or you could just take your string and wrap it round once again. Thread this piece through and around it, just so that it holds them in place and so that the lanterns don't move around your string and all fall together and collapse. You want to keep them nice and neat. Lovely. So there's one. That's not going anywhere no matter what I do with the string because I've double threaded it through like so. Now I'm going to take a different colour and take my multicoloured one. I'm going to do the same again. Thread my string straight through my lantern. I want it to hang about there, just a few inches away from my blue one. So I'm going to thread the end of my string back through again. And that kind of knots it in place. There we go. There's 2 lanterns. There we go. And now I want a yellow lantern to go through. So same again, end of my string, thread it through. And I want it to sit about there. So I'm going to take the end of my string again, thread it. How gorgeous is this looking? Really nice, love it. I'm going to take a blue one, thread it through my string. I want it to sit a few inches away from my yellow one. Thread it through once again. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice, so effective. And I'm going to take a red one, thread it through. And I'm running out of room on the end of my garland here. for all my lanterns, so I might have to come in from the other side. There's the end of that one. Now to just hold this in place, I'm going to do a knot. So at the end of this one, I'm just going to do a little tie and just another tie, double knot it just at the top like so. That means then that that's not going anywhere. Here is my lantern coming together. Now from the other side of my string, I'm going to work in this way now because I've ran out of side on this end. I'm going to go in with an orange lantern. Same again, string through. I'm going to double it over, string through again, wrap it round. And if that's not sitting where you want it, like I've put mine too far away, just unknot it a little bit and thread it through until you get closer and closer. There we go. Just have to play about with it until you're happy. 2 more to go. What do I want now? I'm going to go yellow. Where do I want it? There. And through again, like so. And last one, is that where I want it? Maybe shuffle it over a little bit. There we go. There it is. Feed it through. And now for the red one, the last lantern. Oh, I'm so happy with how this has come out. So nice. I have that there. So for the final time, it's thread through. I'm going to loop it back round and just back through again. Just to secure it. And at the end, like I did with the very, very other end, I'm just going to tie this. There we go. Double knot, just for luck. And there we have our beautiful... Oh, one's come undone. No threat. Get the stapler back out. Sorted. Beautiful lantern. Party banner garland. How beautiful is that? I love it. It's going straight up